guys, it's Gamer Ahmer here. So today we're going to talk about a Sega console. Now, it might not be one that you guys actually know about or what you're thinking. This is one that not a lot of people know of, but if you do remember, you definitely remember. So here we have this Sega Pico video game system, this educational system, and I can't wait to talk about all of the games that I found for it. So let's go ahead and check this thing out. So of course this thing came out in Japan first in 1993 and then over here in North America in 1994. It definitely did a lot better in Japan as they had so many games for it, but over here you can actually collect a full set of North American games for this console, and I already have half of the games that I need to complete this set. So this is an educational video game system for about 3 to 7 year olds. So this is something very similar to what we know of today as those leapfrog video game educational systems. And the thing about this system is that it was discontinued in North America first in the late 90s, but then it went through the 2000s up to 2005 in Japan before it was discontinued. So of course this system over in Japan had a variety of games. They had the Pocket Monsters for Pokemon, they had Sailor Moon, and they just had a decent variety of games. So over in Japan they had nearly 300 games, but of course here they had about 20 games. So I have at least half, maybe a little bit more, of the library of this, and I actually found this at a little video game store that's in one of the flea markets, and I was pretty excited because here we have this whole box of this educational video game system. It said plays like a video game, educates like a computer, touch the storybook to create activities on the TV screen, over 20 activities and 8 developmental skills per storyware, character voices and music in each storyware title. When we open this up, we have a few power cables and some wires because you do have to actually hook it up to a TV to use. But this thing looks like one of those early style kind of educational laptops. It's what it actually reminds me of. So of course you have the Sega Pico. They do have different models. They even had a Pokemon, a Pikachu variant over in Japan, which would be awesome to find. So of course when we open this up, you'll notice that we have this little pen right here. And then of course you have this section where you can go ahead and draw and interact with the images that are on this little storybook. You have some buttons over here, and then of course this is where the storybook actually changes out. So you have this cartridge here, and this is like a little storybook / cartridge. It says Sega on it. So this one is Huckle and Lowly's Busiest Day Ever. And then we have tons of other games that actually go with this system. It says right here, cartridge. Of course, you'll just set it down, you'll hook it up to the TV. Then you can look off of the TV screen, and you can kind of interact where you'll see the animations on the TV screen and everything else. So that is definitely pretty cool that they have this. And it's something that I kind of remember, but I didn't actually have one. And then you'll notice some other things with this. You actually got some pretty decent titles. So of course we have the Sesame Street game, where this one is Alphabet Avenue. So this one kind of teaches you the alphabet as you kind of roll through here. You see different letters and everything else throughout this. And then we have this game called Magic Crayons, where this one you're kind of just drawing with these crayons. So these are just very interactive games. And then of course you have some of these Disney titles. You have The Lion King Adventures at Pride Rock. So of course you have all of these classics, definitely these nostalgic pieces right here. So I had to add all of the ones that they had at the store. And then I thought it was pretty interesting because we actually have this Mickey's game. So of course we have this title, Blast into the Past. And then we have a lot of these different characters throughout here as well. So this is pretty sweet to see all of these different educational games. We have another Disney title. We have Pocahontas. We have Riverbend Adventures. So then you just kind of interact as you go through. We have this math antics with 101 Dalmatians. Then we even have the one that it came with, so this one is the yellow cartridge as opposed to all of these red ones. Then we have these box titles, so some of these are a lot better than some of the others. So of course we have this Winnie the Pooh, we have a year at Pooh Corner. This one is complete in the box. It kind of tells you on the back letter and number activities, so if you are trying to get this for kids, kind of tells you what it kind of focuses on. Then of course we have the Magic School Bus. This one says science activities on it. Definitely a classic. I remember watching a lot of these TV shows back in the day. Then of course we have the Berenstain Bears. We have a school day. Definitely remember this as well. And this one says alphabet activities. And then this one right here is the only one that they had that was one of the better titles. We have this one. Of course you can't have Sega without having some of the Sonic characters. So here we have Tails and the Music Maker. It says musical activities, so this one actually looks like a lot of fun. There is a Sonic the Hedgehog game and a whole bunch others that I'm still missing, but as you can tell, we have quite a bit of the library. We have over half already, so I definitely can't wait to add more to this. And I was just blown away when I saw this complete in the box with a bunch of box games and some of these loose cartridges, as it's one that a lot of people don't know about, and I'm definitely looking forward to trying to find some of the Pokemon ones for the Japanese titles. Maybe one day I'll have that Pokemon variant system, but this is so cool. One of the slogans is that it says the computer that thinks it's a toy. So of course you have all of these creative characters. You have this video game system. Even though it's educational, it's still pretty fun. It's pretty interactive. It definitely has a different spin on things, and this is kind of those early days before you have all of that leap stir and those leapfrog type of things nowadays. So this is actually really cool. So of course, let me know in the comments below if you remember the Sega Pico system. Do you actually count this in your set when you're going for a full Sega kind of console variants and console collection? Do you actually consider this a video game even though it is educational? Just let me know in the comments below. And then of course, just let me know about these games here. Are there any that you remember playing? Do I definitely have to get some of the others, like the Musical Zoo, Muppets on the Go, Pepe's Puzzles, you have Smart Alex and Smart Alice, Curious Kids, Sonic the Hedgehog's Game World, definitely have to get that one, The Great Country Caper with 3 Blind Mice, Adventures in Letterland with Jack and Jill, Crayola Create a World. So just let me know what I should definitely do. Should I try and go for a full set of this? Should I try and get some of the Japanese ones as well? Do you remember this system? And of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.